When I say Nepal, you think of a country in the Himalayas, breathtaking landscapes and rich cultural heritage. And when I say Nepal, you also think of superhuman achievements like Sherpa Kamirita, who recently made a record-breaking climb, his 30th to conquer Mount Everest. But it's not just the Sherpas who are making mountainous strides in the world. Miles over in the Americas, a young Nepal cricket team is winning hearts one run and one wicket at a time, rubbing shoulders with some of the best in the world. Nepal is staging its own cricket revolution. In a tournament that was meant to do that by taking to America, the young bunch instead from Nepal is inspiring millions through their cricket. The T20 World Cup in the Americas has been many things, but one I'll remember it by would be that of the undying spirit of the Nepalese cricket team. While success and the rise of a sporting nation is usually defined by the wins, for Nepal, their fighting spirit and the united passion of a country coming together has defined theirs. Nepal's campaign at the T20 World Cup has ended with a loss to Bangladesh in their last Group D encounter, but they've made giant leaps in the way they've carried themselves. They came excruciatingly close to creating history when they took on South Africa, losing to them just by one run. First, they restricted the mighty Proteas to 115, and then in a nerve-wracking chase, they fell short by just one run. Nepalese batter Sompal Kami has been a star in this tournament. In fact, he even went on to hit South African pacer Andre Noke out of the park during this particular knock. Fearless display, even against some of the best in the world, has been their trademark. Many of these cricketers come from humble backgrounds with little to no resources or any help, not enough to even fuel their passion. It's this fearless attitude, even in the face of adversity, that has made the world sit up and take notice of them. And that's the kind of cricket that they've played, believing that they can win, that they can still qualify. It's something that their coach Monty Desai says was key to the way they have performed at this World Cup.
We are building our story. So I'm not thinking about spoiling anyone else's party. The message in the dressing room was that we still want to live in a world of imagination, where we want to believe that we crossed the line against South Africa. We want to think that we are on 3 points, looking forward to Bangladesh and playing to qualify for Super 8.
But the biggest takeaway from these games has been the kind of support that these fans have given to their team. The stadiums for the games have been packed. This for a country that barely gets to play a lot of international cricket. Take one young fan here, and you're seeing pictures of him. The emotions captured by the broadcaster of this young Nepali fan watching that game against South Africa, priceless. It tells you the true story, how much cricket means to this country, to every single person in this country. Even during their match against Sri Lanka, which was washed out, around 5,500 Nepalese fans stayed back inside the stadium, holding their umbrellas up just to be there for their team. This is the kind of passionate support that extends even beyond the cricket ground. Even before their first match against Netherlands, the ministers back in Nepal proudly donned the cricket jerseys during a parliamentary session to signal their show of support to their cricket team. A country that came together from the bustling streets of Kathmandu to the villages in the mountains. The sport has become a unifying force, which is massive for a country like Nepal, because cricket in Nepal hasn't been easy. Lack of resources and facilities, and even getting proper cricket equipments has been a big hurdle. Back in 2016, the ICC had even suspended the Nepal Cricket Association. That gave way to financial woes, improper domestic structure, the stadiums were in shambles, and the national team was reeling under all of this. Procuring something as basic as a cricket bat was a huge task.
Without money during that suspension, we couldn't afford the high-range bats. We had this massive disadvantage. We used to get caught at boundary ropes and in the dressing room. We used to think we didn't have enough power, but later we realized the problem was the bat.
And just last year, during the Asia Cup, it was the Indian ambassador to Nepal who gifted the team over 20 cricket bats and shoes. Not just that, in a recent visit to Nepal, the Indian Minister of External Affairs, Jaishankar, even promised facilities in India for Nepal cricketers to train in and groom their talent. Nepal may not have won even a single game, but they've shown glimpses of what can be. Going by the support they have, the love and pure passion that they have for the sport, Nepal cricket has shown us a peek of the possibilities that await this small cricketing nation in their quest for greatness.
Firstpost reports from the world's second largest continent. Hello, I'm Alison Lagrange. A very warm welcome from Durban, South Africa. We get you the news and the newsmakers from Africa. From elections to climate change to innovations and opportunities. As the world's attention shifts, we report from Africa, the heart of the global South. Join me every weekday live on Firstpost.